Hi guys, Ray23179 here, and today I'm going to be doing a mod review on the Not Enough Items mod for Minecraft 1.4.7. Now, first thing I want to say before I go on, I want to thank all my subscribers and viewers for 5,000 views. It's a lot of views, and this was one of my milestones, as I said in the Portal Gun mod review. But my next milestone is actually going to be double 5,000. My next milestone will be 10,000 views. I know it's quite a jump from here, but I think we can make that happen. So, anyway, that is a thanks to my subscribers and viewers. But anyway, on to this mod. It's the Not Enough Items mod. And it's almost like the Too Many Items mod, but just a bit of tweaks, changes, and additions. Some people prefer it over Too Many Items mod, and some people don't. And some people like Too Many Items better. Personally, I like Not Enough Items better, but, you know, that is my opinion and such. So, let's get on to the mod. When you push your inventory key, it will open up your inventory, and you will see it looks almost exactly like Too Many Items mod. Only changes, the search bar is down here. We have this new item subsets. All these quick change keys or whatever are in a little rectangular box up here. You still have your saves, and you have an options key. And I have 8 pages on my thing. You should have 3. But my Minecraft is huge, unless your GUI scale is too large. So, anyway, first, like on my Too Many Items mod review, I'm going to go over these over here. So, first, I'm going to go over delete mode. Let's say you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Oh my! Okay, I'm just going to try to ignore that. That was weird. Oh my gosh! What the heck? Okay, hold on. I'm going to try to ignore that. Okay, so, sorry guys. So let's say you have all this in your inventory, and you turn on your delete mode. If you click it, it automatically deletes it from your inventory. That is a really cool thing. And if you don't want to, you can also do it by just dragging it up to your delete mode here and looking it away, or you can even drag it into the item list and it will go away. Next thing is the rain on and off. If you click this, that little dot there will turn green, and our rain will turn on, hopefully, and we can turn off the rain, and eventually the button will return to gray. I'm turning off the rain because it is quite annoying, so yeah, hopefully that killed our Enderman problem. Anyway, next we have a creative mode on. Just click that, and now we are in creative mode. This goes away here, but there is a way to fix that. If we turn on creative mode, if we click it again, we get creative mode plus. Now that lets us have this list here. Also, a large chest's worth of extra inventory space and our armor slots, which means our tabs go away and stuff, but that's creative mode plus. So even if you take something and put it in your creative mode plus space and go back in survival, then return to creative mode plus, it's still going to be there. So that's a cool thing. So turning to survival now. Next thing right here is this magnet mode. This is something Too Many Items mod doesn't have. So if I turn this on, it'll go green. And let's pick an item. I'm going to use gold ore here for our example. Let's say I throw these items out. What items on the ground like this do is they act like XP orbs. And whenever you throw them out, they float back to you. And it's really cool. So no matter how far away from you the item is, if you throw it and then try and fly away, the item should still come back to you when your magnet mode is on. And yeah, so basically, it lets you get far items that are far away, and using magnet mode, and you can get all your items back and get items that are far away. So that's basically all that magnet mode does. I'm going to go back into survival and turn off magnet mode and get rid of this. Okay, so next thing is the time change. If we click set time to dawn, it will go to sunrise. If we do set time to noon, it will put the sun in the middle of the sky. And if we do set time to dusk, it will make it sunset. And if we do set time to midnight, it will make it midnight. I'm just going to put it back to dawn because I like day. Then we have heal the player. It's basically pretty simple. I'm going to fly up here for an example. And I'm going to go back to survival and drop. And as you can see, my hearts down here are going down. So if I click this, I automatically heal back up. I'm going to do that again for you guys so you can actually watch it. Alright. Now, I'm going to go back to survival. Alright, watch the hearts when I click this, and they all go back up. So that is heal the player. Another thing, so that's basically all the buttons up here. Next, we have the item subsets. So let's click on this. You have a bunch of tabs here. So if you go to blocks, and you can go to mob spawners, which is another tab, and there's all those. But let's just say we're going to blocks and we see stone. Let's say we don't want to see stone anymore because, you know, we're not looking for anything that has stone. If we right click, the background of it will turn red and we will no longer see stone. But if we want it back, we can left click and stone will be back. So if we right click on stone and dirt and everything like that, and let's say we don't want to go through and left click all of these again, we can go to blocks and left click and all of them will become viewable. If we right click, all of the blocks will become unviewable. So now we used to have 8 pages, now we only have 5. But I like to see everything, so I'm going to keep that on. Then we have the creative tabs, like building blocks and stuff like that. If I turn on creative, you basically have all these tabs here. Brewing, combat, tools, foodstuffs, all that junk with the creative tabs. And you can go to brewing, and then gas tier, all that stuff, and you can right click if you don't want to see it and stuff like that. So then we have items, armor, boots. You have all the boots, all the chest plates, all the helmets, all the leggings, food, all the food, potions, the ingredients, the negative potions, the neutral potions, the positive potions, tools. You have axes, hoes, basically just other stuff, pickaxes and shovels. And then you have weapons. You have range, which is just the bow, and swords is how all the swords. And then also these you can right click to not view them. Then you have mods. So if you have a mod installed, it will actually, the items added to the mod will actually show up in your list. But if you don't want to see a certain item, the mod will appear right above or below Minecraft, and you can go around in that and, you know, right click all the ones you don't want to see. Then we have vanilla, which is basically like just the normal Minecraft and stuff like that. So potions and junk like that. So that's just like the normal Minecraft, like with no mods. So that's the item subsets button. Next thing is the saves over here. All these saves. So what these saves do is they make it so that you can get a certain thing. So like, let's say we need water and lava for a project, and we click save 1, and then we don't want them anymore, and we click save 2. Now, if let's say we need them again, we don't want to pull them out of the list, we can click load 1, and they will come back. If we click load 2, it'll be how it is. So basically, a save makes when you click a load, when you click a save, it becomes a load. And when you click the load, it basically becomes whatever it makes your inventory however it was when you clicked save. So that's a really cool feature. And you can push those X's next to them when they become loads to delete them if they get full. There's only 7. This search bar down here, as we know, it does searching. So if we search diamond, it will give us all the stuff that have the word diamond in it. But if we just search DI, then it will give us everything that has DI in it. So DIRT, DI Spencer, and then Obsid DIAN, and all that stuff, DISC, disc. So that's the search bar. Then we have the options. So NEI disabled, we can like disable it, and then it'll be gone. So enable it and it's back. Then we can change it to the old TMI layout, Minecraft layout, or, you know, those two. You can toggle those. Next thing we can do is tips hidden. They're defaulted to hidden, but if you put them on, whatever block basically that you point to, up in the top right corner up here, it will show what block you're pointing to. So grass, sand, it doesn't show water for some reason, but let's say we get up to the sugarcane, it will tell you sugar canes and all that stuff. So yeah, that's basically what that does. Can't reach the stone. Oh, whatever. But sometimes that can be annoying, so that's why you have the tips hidden, basically. Cheat mode, utility mode, or recipe mode, all that stuff. Basically, what this is like recipe mode. It just basically shows you, you can see the recipes of the items. Let me go back into options and change it to utility mode. I actually haven't seen, it looks like utility mode just has these two utilities up here. And then back to the modes is cheat mode, just normal. Items ID, auto, shown, hidden, all that stuff. It basically shows the block ID. And block ID item settings, we're not going to go into that. Recipe, enchantment, usage, blah blah blah, all this stuff. If we go into our inventory, it's defaulted to O. If we push our O key, it goes away and comes back. If we hover over something and we press R, oh, whoopsie, I pressed inventory, and that's it. Okay, so let's say we go over blue wool, and we push R. Then it will show us the crafting recipe for it. If we push this question mark, on some items, if we push this question mark, it will show us the use for it, or whatever. Then we push R on the lapis lazuli, and it'll give us all the things that have lapis lazuli and stuff like that. So, yeah, if we do lapis lazuli block, it shows us that, and it goes on and on and on. But then that is the other stuff. X enchantment. Okay, so if we go on an item, I'm going to see if I can find diamond X or something like that. And we press X. I think, hold on. Well, actually, I haven't actually tried out the enchantment thing. So, I'm assuming, like, if you push X and then, or give it this is basically how you give it enchantments and junk like that. Next thing we have, whoops, like, screwing up right here, is usage. If you hover over it, if you hover over it and press X, you can put on the enchantment and put up the level or down the level, stuff like that. Okay, so if you hover over it and push U, see if any of these have usage. It's just like the crafting recipe. Not everything has a crafting recipe, so, you know, U. Oh, okay. So basically it shows you the usage for the block and stuff like that. So then we can go into, yeah, it looks like that's it. So that would be pretty much it, I guess. Hold on. Options, saves. Yeah, it looks like we've gone over everything, guys. So I'm going to get into showing you guys how to install this mod. It is quite easy. So yeah, let's get into that. Alright guys, so here we are on our Mac desktop, and I have 3 files you'll need to run this mod. Minecraft Forge, this mod is a Forge mod. You'll need it to run this mod. NotEnoughItems.jar and chicken and code chickencore.jar. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, that's it. So basically, 2 of these items are actually .jars instead of .zips. Most of the time they're .zips, but what we're going to do is we're not going to mess with that or anything. We're just going to keep them as .jars. So first I'm going to show you how to get these. First what you're going to want to do is go to the Minecraft Forge link in the description, and what you will do is you will go ahead and it'll take you to this page, files.minecraftforge.net. And then you will want to take the latest one, which is right here on the top. And basically what you're going to do is click Universal. If Universal doesn't work for your computer, and you know it won't work if when you try to install Forge, okay, hold on. So click Universal. This should work for most people, but if it doesn't work, you'll need to use SRC or JavaDoc. You'll know that it doesn't work if when you try to install it and run Minecraft, you'll just get stuck on the black screen before you log in. So we're going to click Universal, and that will actually take you to an AdFly download. And up here in the top right corner, it'll say, please wait 5 seconds, 2, 1, 0, and skip ads. So we're going to click that, and since I've already downloaded it, I don't need to do this. So yeah, that is that. I'm going to close this. And next thing you'll need to do is go to the NotEnoughItems mod download in the description. And it will take you to www.9minecraft.net, and it will be the NotEnoughItems page. So we're going to scroll down a bit until you see this. So, 9minecraft.net, basically what it does is it shows you that you need Minecraft Forge or mod loader and the chicken code core and all that stuff. So basically what you do is you're going to click the top link right here under the download now, and that will take you to a download page for the NotEnoughItems mod, and then click the chicken code core, and when it takes us to this, we're going to scroll down and click the download now right here, and it will give you the chicken code core. Both NotEnoughItems and chicken code core should be .jar files, and Minecraft Forge should be a .zip. If they aren't, you're downloading the wrong thing, so don't keep them if they're not 1.zip and 2.jars. So let's get into how to install this. What we're going to do is we are going to go to our Minecraft folder. To get there, it is on the top of the screen. You go to Finder, Library, Application Support, then Minecraft. And I realized something that I hadn't been showing you guys how to do on my previous videos is how to do it if you're not using Snow Leopard. So there are 3 Mac types. You have I think there's more, but these are all I know. Snow Leopard, Mountain Lion, or just normal Lion. If you're using Snow Leopard, this should work, which most people do use. But if you're not, to access your library, what you need to do is go up to here where it says go. You're going to click that, and you'll have all these things, and you're going to go ahead and push down on your Alt key, and library will show up, and you just click that, and then go to application support, then Minecraft. So that's how you do it. So we should be in our Minecraft folder. It should look like this. Servers.dat is a file that might not be in there. It won't be in there if you haven't entered any server data like IP addresses to servers and stuff like that. So when refreshing Minecraft, you want to keep both of these files, your saved and your servers.dat, so you don't delete your data. So first what we're going to do is we're going to install Minecraft Forge. Always comes first. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in our bin, and then we're going to find Minecraft.jar, and we're going to push enter to rename it. Go to the end and type in .zip. Click away from it, and then select use.zip, and it will become a zip file. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Minecraft.jar.zip, and it will open for us and give us a Minecraft.jar folder that we can go into and edit. Then what we're going to do is move Minecraft.jar.zip to the trash can. Then we're going to open our Minecraft.jar folder. There should be a bunch of class files. Change it to pictures so I can paste in there and stuff like that. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way real quick, and we're going to go to our Minecraft Forge Universal. It will be a zip file, so double click it to unarchive it and make it into a folder. So then we drag the folder over here, and we can move the zip file to the trash. So then we're going to open our Minecraft Forge folder. There should again be a bunch of class files. Select one, any one you want, and then push Command A to select them all. Right click somewhere in here and click copy 235 items. If it's not 235, you probably have the wrong thing. So we can go ahead and close Minecraft Forge download and move it over here. I'm going to paste them all in here. I'm just going to right click and paste them in our Minecraft.jar. This copy warning should come up. What we're going to do is we're going to check the apply to all box, and then we're going to click replace, and it will copy and paste them in there for you. I'm going to go ahead and change this back to little files again. So I'll move this back to the middle, and now Minecraft Forge has been installed. So I'm going to move that up here to show that we've already installed it. Then we're going to go back to our Minecraft folder, basically, and most people don't have it, but if you do, most people do have it, but what you need to do is this is not one of the things where you create a new folder and may name it mods and just drop those 2 in there. What you need to do is this actually requires you to run Minecraft, or else this won't work. So I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see it happen. Files will start popping in to the Minecraft folder as I log in. So we're going to watch for that. This means that Minecraft Forge is working. They're popping in there, and this core mods folder is basically what we will need to run this mod. So then when Minecraft opens, we will wait for it to load, and then we are going to exit out of it. Alright, then we're going to pull this back down here in the middle of the screen, and we should have a bunch of new files in here. Config, core mods, forge mod loader client, 0.log, and all this other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our core mods folder and drag the NotEnoughItems.jar and the code chickencore.jar. Both of them need to go in there. Then what we can do is we can close this, and we can log on to Minecraft. And this basically how you install the NotEnoughItems. If the chicken code core and the NotEnoughItems are not in the and I'm being specific on this, if they're not in the core mods folder, then it will not work. Trust me, it just won't work if you don't have them in the core mods folder. So then what we have here is we have our Minecraft Forge right here. You could tell by clicking mods, and you will see code chicken core is working and not enough items. And then we have down here 5 mod loaded, 5 mods active. Just subtract 3 from that, and that will tell you how many mods you have running excluding Forge, which means 2, the chicken code core and not enough items. And that is how you install the NotEnoughItems mod in Minecraft 1.1.7 into your Minecraft game. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. Like, subscribe, comment if you have questions. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. So until next time, I will see you later.